Good morning, good morning. Today I wanted to talk about being an Amazon seller and what it's like and what my experiences are for my first week of using Amazon, after setting up my account and, putting up my products and what my general experience has been like. So first of all, I want to say the signing up experience to Amazon was very nice. I feel like it was very intuitive. The setting up of and linking my trademark and my brand was very quick, so I can't complain about that. Although what I can complain about is the listing process in Amazon. So when you actually have your account on Amazon, you go to Amazon Seller and then you are able to manage inventory and add a product. It gives you a couple of different options of how you can add a product, and probably the most normal way which a new seller would try to do it would be through blank page. So you press blank page and it gives you like an upload wizard where you put your title into the listing, then it asks you to choose a category, and then after that you choose your brand, and etc. But this is where the problems begin, because after you fill out the first few things on the first page of the listing, it then starts to just bug the hell out. Like, it will literally, I'll press next, and instead of going to the next page straight away, it will literally take like 10 seconds, the page will freeze, and then I'll have to press next one more time, wait another 5 seconds, and then press next again, and then it will work. Just after that, you go to product details, it does exactly the same thing. And the worst bit begins when you actually go on the variation screen. When you're on the variation screen and you're adding variations, such as sizes or colors, it takes that 5 to 10 seconds every single time, every variation that you add. So this is maybe a little complaint, but for example, for me, when I have to be adding 100 listings or something like that, those extra seconds add up to a minute, add up to a very, very long time. So for example, on my first night when I was listing, not only did it take me forever to figure out how to list, first of all, because first of all it gives you loads of options, they're very unintuitive, and it's very hard to sort of figure out at first how you should add variations. So that was my biggest thing from the start, adding variations. I couldn't really figure it out. It was so unintuitive to me, because I've come from places like eBay, Depop, Shopify, which just make it so much easier and quicker for you to list your own product. But anyway, I watched like a YouTube video, I figured it out. But the thing is, on that night that I figured it out, it took me like a good hour or two just to be able to list my product. Not only that, after I started listing my product, it took like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours just to list like 5 to 6 products, where if I was listing on any other platform, I would have listed 50 to 60 products by then, just because of how clunky and slow and like bothersome Amazon is with everything. Not only that, after you do actually list your listing, no, you'd think it's available for everyone. No, you'd be wrong if you thought that, because you press on your listing and it says currently unavailable, even though you actually made it available, you added a quantity to the stock on the item. No, you have to go into the listing again, you have to edit it, and you have to add a release date, which it never asks you in the first screen. Then you have to add a handling time and some other crap, which takes another 5 minutes on each listing, and then it's available. But that's not the end, guys. even though I am selling a unique product and I don't have to compete for offers with anyone else, I still do not have a add to basket and a buy now orange button like I should have. And tell me why. I don't know. My handling time is 1 day. My shipping time is 2 to 3 days, which I find pretty decent. I have read that this is due to Amazon not deeming your listing to be the perfect listing for the customer. So my next steps are to play around with the handling time and the dispatch time. So maybe I'll do like a delivery time of 1 to 2 days and see if that helps. However, I do feel like this is quite over the top when it comes to Amazon, because they just make it so damn hard for the sellers to make any sales at all. Like, I've been on Amazon for it's coming up to my 2nd week now, albeit I haven't optimized my listings like I want to yet. I'm getting there. However, I haven't made any sales at all, and when I've spoken to the Amazon representatives, they've told me that to be able to get a buy now and a featured offers listing, I need to give great customer service, have very low return rates, and have great feedback. But how am I supposed to do that in the first place if my customer is not going to make any purchases? Because when they see my listing and they go on the listing, they don't see an add to basket button or a buy now button. They have to press more options and then add it to the basket, which no Amazon user is used to doing at all. Amazon is all about adding to the basket and buying now straight away. No one at all on the platform thinks to go on more options, see which user is selling it, choose the correct user, and then add it to the basket. Because it's simple psychology, guys. The least amount of clicks that it takes for a buyer or a customer, the more likely they are to add something to the basket and buy. So I'm going to be patient about this. I'm going to give it a few months of tweaking my listings. However, straight from the get-go, I'm not exactly happy with the Amazon listing process. It has been very bothersome, very tiring, quite a lot to learn. And to be honest, I think it could all be simplified very easily by Amazon. They are a big enough company where they could afford to spend a massive amount of money on the website and on the wizard, just to make it so much easier for Amazon users and sellers to actually list their products and do it in the best way possible. I mean, it's only profits for Amazon, really. The more easy they make it for everyone, the more sellers they have, the more competitors there are for each item, therefore the price goes down, therefore the actual buyers of the items are the winners here, and everyone's a winner, to be honest. So this is definitely something that Amazon has to invest in ASAP, because it really does feel like a website from like 10-15 years ago, and it's just not on for one of the biggest companies in the whole world, and one of the best, to be honest. Like, I love Amazon stock. Their free cash flow is amazing. Their diversification when it comes to when you buy their business, you're buying like Amazon Web Services, Amazon the online retailer, Amazon Prime, Amazon. They do like a million things. So it is an amazing stock. But honestly, as a seller, now seeing it from this side, it is not the best experience. One last thing I wanted to mention is actually I had a call the other day from an unrecognized number, and the guy introduced himself. He was a nice bloke from India, And I'm not talking about any prejudice here or anything like that, but I was a bit skeptical if it's actually Amazon themselves, because first of all, it was a random number. It didn't say anything like Amazon or anything like that. And second of all, the guy had a very strong accent, and the way that he handled the call, let's say, it wasn't the most professional. He first asked me if I was a seller, which I confirmed that I am, and he said, "Oh, so do you not have any listings at all?" And I said, "No, I do have listings. I've got about 29 listings." And he said, "All right, okay, that's fine. I see that you do have these listings." He gave me a little bit of a spiel about automated pricing, which I was like, "Look, I'm not really interested in automatic pricing because I have a unique product and it doesn't really apply to me because I'm not actually competing with other sellers for the sale of my product. It's the only product available." And then I asked about how it is, what I should do to get a buy now button and an add to basket button. And I mean, all he did is he said, "Yeah, I'll send you an email about that. We can help you out with that. I'll send you an email with information." That was yesterday afternoon. I still haven't received any emails, which makes me a little bit worried. I mean, it does kind of make me question the validity of this guy and who he actually was. But anyway, we'll see about that. Anyway, guys, sorry about the rant. Let me know what your experience it was like first listing on Amazon. Was it as difficult for you? Am I just a dumbass? Tell me down in the comments. Please like the video, subscribe. I'm trying to grow this little channel. If Amazon and selling and being a little brand owner is something that you're interested in, let me know down in the comments. Start a little dialogue with me. Also, tell me any tips or anything like that that you can find, what it's like to get a buy now listing and an add to basket button, even though you're the only seller of a specific product. So let me know in the comments. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to my little rant. Have a great day and let's get it.